Thank you, Michael. I'd like to start, but there's something missing up here. Where are my co-workers? Ladies and gentlemen, my co-workers for tomorrow night. We have the best Christmas parties. Okay, our first bout will be a pre-televised bout. We will refer to it as Bout A. It is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of corporate heavyweight boxing action. It is brought to you by Butterbean Motivation. Making his way to the scales now, he will be fighting out of the red corner on the night. Give it up for Nero, Utah.
And Nero, Utah, 148.9 kilos because the 48.9 counts.
148.9.
Alrighty, Nero. Sorry, we're just working a few things out here. But obviously, we spoke midweek. You said you were going to bring the fight. As it's got closer and you're on such a big platform, you still got those nasty intentions.
Yeah, man, all day. Got to bring it down, so tomorrow's going to go down, yeah.
Okay, and obviously being on such a big platform for you, how does it feel to be on such a superb stage, televised, of course, live on Spark Sport?
Like I said before, it's a bit crazy, but overwhelming, but yeah, we got this, yeah.
All right, well, good luck for Saturday night.
And his opponent making his way to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, is a butterbeaner. And before he hops on the scale, I'll have you know he weighed 300 plus kgs. Let's bring up to the scale Phil Tellia.
Alrighty, and Phil is 150 plus kilos. Alrighty, brother. First of all, 3 years ago, you're sitting around with your feet up in elevation, over 300 kilos. How awesome is it to be here today and fit and ready to go for this boxing event?
Yeah, man, it's a massive honor, just to be on an awesome undercard of the guys I looked up to, but man, it's just a blessing to be here today, just goes to show you, if you believe in it, then, just keep working at it and it will come true,
Yeah. And obviously our inspiration here, our Butterbean right down here, he's been full of support for you over that 3-year journey.
Yep, a lot of my, success over to the bro, Brown Butterbean. Even for sparring, it's been hardcore with Brown Butterbean coming out with bruises all over the place. But just teaches me to keep my guard up.
Awesome. Okay, boys, come together and we'll get you to face off.
Once again, fight number 1, 3 2-minute rounds, corporate heavyweights. Round of applause for these two fighters. All right, that'll bring us to Bout B, ladies and gentlemen. It is scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of professional light heavyweight boxing action. It is brought to you by Haraki. Introducing first, making his way up here to the scale, and he will be fighting out of the red corner on the night. This is Nailani Tato.
79.2.
79.2. And fighting out of the blue corner on the night, now making his way to the scale, ladies and gentlemen. He is an undefeated fighter. Please put your hands together for John Stinsner Parker.
$79.2, bang on the same for both boys.
79.2 Parker.
Brother, put a shirt on. All righty, starting off in Nilani. Obviously, big stage for you. How's your prep gone for this fight, and how does it feel to be fighting someone with the surname of Parker?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good, eh? Yeah, can't wait for tomorrow, so yeah.
Training gone well?
Yep, no.
I know you're a bit shy about taking the shirt off, but, you know, do you think you'll win the Abflex battle?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, mate. Look, obviously, great being part of this camp. Once again, you're on the undercard of your brother. Do you think you've got a GQ contract coming?
I don't know what to say to that.
All right, well, talk fighting then. Obviously, you know, you've had a few professional fights. You've been on the undercard before. Do you think that's going to be an advantage, just having experience on this bigger stage when you go out there tomorrow night?
You know, I think it definitely has an advantage, but I'm not going to take anything away from Ikelani. I've seen a few of his fights online. I know that he can bang, and there's going to be fireworks come Saturday night, so can't wait to get in the ring and stand across the ring from him.
Awesome. Okay, boys, come together for your face-up.
All right, face forward, boys. Once again, 4 3-minute rounds. Professional light heavyweight brought to you by Haraki. Thank you, boys. All right, this next fight is scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of a catch weight with a 62 kg weight limit or 136.6 pound weight limit. It's sponsored by Stonewood Homes. The fighter in the red corner is stuck in traffic. He's not here yet, so we will bring up his opponent, who will be fighting out of the blue corner on the night. Give it up for Richie the Hatchet Hadlow.
You got no undies on under there? No. Okay. Covering? which bit do we hold first?
Like that. Sorry, Bills. You're going to get bumped.
$62.8. And it looks like it's a very warm day in Scotland.
If you guys saw what I just saw, man, that was funny.
All right, we won't keep him too long. He might have slippery hands. All right, mate. Look, you're coming off actually a pretty good victory over Nort Beauchamp. You're up here on on this superb card. Firstly, you're on a great undercard. How exciting is that for you?
Hey, I was going to do this whole interview in a Scottish accent, but I won't offend the Scots any more than I already have. It's a good card to be on. I'm thankful for that. I just wish it was bloody televised. So Spark, hook a brother up and put me on.
I will make sure I'll be in the commentary team on that night. I'll make sure I give you boys a shout out. Obviously, you two have both had good amateur pedigrees, and now you're facing off in the pros. You've got a little bit more amateur experience. How well do you think that will stand you in good stead?
I think the pro game's a different sport. So I think the fact that we both put on gloves is the same thing, but I think the pro game's a bit different. I'm looking to hurt people and follow it up. So it's the hurt business.
Okay, we would normally ask you to shape up, but you look like your hands are busy. Just stand in the middle there with the girls alongside and...
do that up, brother.
Hey!
I don't know. I feel like putting a $5 bill in his kilt.
Social media is permanent, mate.
Dude, keep that 8-pack a little bit away from me, okay? I mean, look at this thing over here. Jeez Louise. 6-packs now. This guy's got an 8-pack. 2 extra. Oh, I know what you can do. Face off with the ring girl. Here we go. They'll be like, what are those people doing down there in New Zealand, man? Yes, look her in the eyes, Richie. Jeez. All right.
All righty, guys.
Awesome.
Richie Hadlow.
All right, our next bout, ladies and gentlemen, will be our first televised bout. Once again, it will be shown in over 180 countries around the planet. TV3 in Samoa, Spark Sport here, main event in Australia, and DAZN with the rest of the world. So this is where the rubber really hits the road here. It is scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of a catch weight with an 86 kg weight limit or 189.5 pounds. We would like to bring now up to the red, fighting out of the red corner on the night, bring him up to the scale. He is an ace fighter from Hamilton. Give it up for Ants Almata. This is brought to you by Andrew Sims and Great Wall Motors. Oh, you can see through that. $86.5 for Ants Almata. It is within the range of scale variance, so that's all good. And fighting out of the blue corner on the night, ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to the scale. Give it up for Jerome the Panther Pampalone.
$81.7.
81.7 for the Panther.
All right, Ants, come on. All righty, brother. Ants, you come all the way from Hamilton. Big trip from the Tron up here to Auckland. Obviously, you are considered the less experienced or the underdog opponent. How's the camp gone, and what plans do you have in place for Jerome?
Pretty much just train the best I've done, and I'm just ready.
And obviously, Nigel's put a bit into you. He's not known for mincing his words. How have you found him this camp?
Wicked, man. Yeah, best I've ever felt.
Awesome. Okay, Jerome, you got your trainer Isaac Peach in the corner. A shout out to Isaac, who just had you fighting a couple of weeks ago. And what was your second professional bout? You're now coming up to your third. Quick turnaround for this one, but great to be here.
Yeah, definitely great to be here. I love fighting. I love being active. I'm just ready for this fight.
Obviously, and many people don't know that Jerome fought David Nika to a split decision last year in the Golden Gloves. He's also a man who has gone the deepest in world champs of anyone from the New Zealand boxing team, winning 3 fights in a row. You've still got some aspirations, obviously, for the Olympics if they occur.
Yeah, hopefully, but I got to focus on this fight ahead of me and just keep training hard. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, boys, face off.
Hands up, boys. Get right up in there, Rich. Watch out, Nigel. He's prettier than you. Oh, yes. Once again, scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Catch weight at 86, brought to you by Andrew Sims and Great Wall Motors. Round of applause for these two fighters. All right, this next bout on the undercard, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who is considering themselves a boxing aficionado has put a circle around this fight. This is going to be really, really good. It's scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds of cruiserweight boxing action. It's brought to you by the Prestige Groom Room and New Light Electrical. Making his way to the scale, and he'll be fighting out of the red corner on the night. Give it up for Panuve, Wild Boy Helu.
And he makes it easy, 89.4.
89.4 for Helu.
With his pants on.
All right, and fighting Panuve on the night. He'll be fighting out of the blue corner. We will get him up to the scales now, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nick, the Greek Charalampos.
$90.2, bang on.
90.2 for Nick the Greek.
All righty, Nuve, come on over here. First up, you're the first part of a 3-man city kickboxing team, all Tongan as well. How does it feel to be a part of that team and on the stage on Saturday?
Feel great. Yeah, I can't wait for Saturday. Let's go.
No, just so for those of you guys who are unaware, Nuve's he's one of the quietest guys in the gym until he's behind a wall, and then you'll hear him shouting all day long. You've had a role really, and just so everyone is aware, I'm based in City Kickboxing, so I get to see this. You've had a role really as the team captain, mentoring a lot of the younger guys in the City Kickboxing boxing team. How has that helped you as you prepared for this?
Just work harder. That's all.
setting an example. Cheers, brother. All right, Nick. I was present at your last fight against, well, I don't think it was your last fight, it's fight before last against J.O. Pataya, who's now world ranked in the cruiserweights. You're looking a lot trimmer for this one. I know you had injuries, etc., going into that bout, and that was a torrid 10-round bout. Coming into this one back in New Zealand, how well have you prepared and how are you feeling?
So I'm the fittest I've ever been before a fight. I've had my elbow surgeries. I'm just ready to go. I just want to get in the ring and fight.
Okay, both of you guys are known as slick fighters. In terms of a game plan, are we expecting a boxing fight, or are we expecting you to bite down on the mouth guard and go?
Just depends what happens. I've got to answer for everything he does.
Okay, awesome.
Can go forward, can go back, whatever.
Okay, good stuff. Guys, we'll just get you to come together and face off.
All right, gentlemen, face forward. Once again, this is 6 3-minute rounds of Cruiserweight brought to you by the Prestige Groom Room and New Light Electrical. Round of applause for these two fighters.
I'm just going to take this opportunity while we're here, just to have a quick interview of the man who is coaching 3 fighters on the card tomorrow night, including, of course, Junior Far, Doug Viney, who heads up the City Kickboxing boxing team, which is rapidly becoming a very, very strong team. For those of you who are unaware, former Oceania boxing champ, represented Tonga at the Olympics, has a very, very good boxing pedigree. Dougie, the challenge of bringing 3 fighters into a fight night like this, what's your view on that, and how have you approached it?
All 3 people have their different strengths, different weaknesses, and all their opponents are exactly the same. So it's just sitting down watching videos and finding a good game plan that's going to overcome everything and become at the win.
Obviously, attention is very much on the Junior Far fight. There's been some criticism from some corners that coming from a kickboxing gym, or a gym with kickboxing in its name, where there's not the boxing pedigree. What's your thoughts and answers to that?
I guess we're going to show everyone that City Kickboxing is going to turn up with 3 boxers, and we're going to leave with 3 champions.
Awesome. Thanks very much, Dougie.
Wow, an interview with Doug. That's like rare. How'd you get that? He's like Sasquatch to media people.
I'll be in trouble at sparring on Monday.
100%. All right, our next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds of Cruiserweight. It is brought to you by the Headquarters Viaduct Restaurant and Bar, where you are standing now, where the after party will be, right here at the Headquarters. He'll be fighting out of the red corner on the night, making his way to the scale. Give it up for Jesse the Maniac Mayo.
What was your weight? 85.7.
All right, and fighting Jesse on the night, he will be fighting out of the blue corner, making his scales here, making his professional debut. Give it up for David Nika.
90.4.
Nika, 90.4.
Alrighty, boys, come together. Jesse, when you started boxing not so long ago, did you ever imagine you were going to be here on a globally televised event, boxing against a top star from around the world? Did you ever imagine you'd have that opportunity?
Nah, not at all. But Isaac has made that a reality. So yeah, full credit to my coach and my team.
So obviously Jerome's preparing as well, and Isaac's got a number of other both amateur and professional stars coming through. Tell us a little bit about Peach boxing and the Peach mentality.
Yeah, we're all one family. It's pretty cool. We got a lot of talent coming through the ranks. There's a lot of no one's bigger than anyone else in here. So yeah, we're all treated equally, and yeah, we've all got the same opportunities as everyone.
Well, great stuff, and good luck on Saturday. David, I know a few people are disappointed you put your shirt back on. Professional debut, pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, it's a special time, and I'm really looking forward to putting on a good show.
You've obviously been in camp with Joe, along with a couple of other heavyweights. You said that you'd learnt a bit being in such a professional environment. How has that been different from other camps that you've been involved in over the years, and how is the preparation for a professional fight different from the amateurs?
I think every preparation for every fight is a little bit different to the last, but this one has been extra special. Just being able to see inside his camp and obviously model myself off the way he, the way he is received and the way he, deals with people around him. He's very welcoming. I've always felt like I'm like one of his best mates, and then he kicks my ass in the ring. So it's been great. But really excited.
Yeah, that's the art of sharing the glove love, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we're still boys.
Just describe a little bit about that, because people don't really know what it's actually like the closeness that people develop at the same time as punching each other in the face.
Yeah, it's a strange dynamic. It's one of the most violent sports, but it brings the most peace. And that's kind of why I do this. I just fight for balance and fight for peace. So, I really appreciate the time and the friendship that I've developed.
Awesome. David Nika is a man of peace. Guys, come together. Actually, just move over there a little. That way.
All right, gentlemen, face forward. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds of cruiserweight, brought to you by the Viaduct right here, the headquarters right here in the Viaduct. Thank you, boys. Good luck tomorrow night. All right, that'll bring us to our second to last bout of the evening. It is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds of heavyweight boxing action. It is brought to you by Carter's Tire Service. He will be fighting out of the red corner on the night, making his way up to the scale now, ladies and gentlemen, out of City Kickboxing, Hemi, the Heat, Ahio.
.104.6.
104.6 for Hemi the Heat Ahio. And he will be having a colossal task in front of him tomorrow night. standing at 2.16 meters tall. Ladies and gentlemen, originally from Romulus, Michigan, now here in Auckland, give it up for Julius, the Towering Inferno Long.
The scales can't make up its mind. 148.2.
148.2 for Long.
Alrighty, Hemi, number 2 out of City Kickboxing. This is a rematch against a very, very big man. Last time went to a points decision. Are you looking to finish it a little earlier this time?
This time I'm looking just to work him from as soon as the bout goes, just get in there and do what we've been training to do. So yeah, looking forward to it. Okay,
What did you learn from your last fight that you're going to take into this fight against a guy who's 7'1"?
He's got a good uppercut. He's got a long jab. And yeah, just gotta get in there and just rub shoulders with him. He knows. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Hemi. The heat. Julius.
What's up, bro?
What do you know?
You know me. I'm the GOAT here, bro. I've been here for 8 years. You know, got a beautiful family, beautiful wife. At the end of the day, he's the heat. He got to bring the heat to me. You know, shit. He got to bring the heat. I'm the GOAT. I'm the fighter. You know, I done did everything I could possibly do. I'm the WBA champion. He got to bring the heat. He didn't bring it last time. I was kind of lukewarm in the ring. You know, I had my skimpies on and everything like it was a jacuzzi in there. I was feeling cozy. So I'm looking for him to turn the heat up so I can bring that uppercut. And I know his team over there, they say they've been doing this and they've been watching me and watching that. But hey, you can get anybody you want in the ring to train for me and spar for me. There's not Julius Long. At the end of the day, there's not Julius Lloyd Long. You can get anybody to spar, and they're not going to fight like me. So whatever. Bring it tomorrow, bro. I'm here. I'm not running nowhere. You guys already know what time it is.
After that, I'm not sure we need to ask any more questions. Guys, come together for your face-off.
Okay, face forward, boys, face forward. Once again, this fight is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division, brought to you by Carter's Tire Service. Circle this one while you're at it. Thank you, boys. All right, and that will bring us, ladies and gentlemen, to the main event of the evening, scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds, a professional championship heavyweight boxing action. It is brought to you by Stonewood Homes, and it is for the WBO Oriental Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the cage, the scale here. The cage. That was last week's show. Sorry. Making his way to the scale here, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be fighting out of the red corner on the night. Would you please put your hands together for the interim heavyweight WBO Oriental champion, Mr. Junior Fa!
118.1.
118.1 for Fa. All right, and his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, who will be fighting out of the blue corner on the night, making his way to the scale now. Really needs no introduction down here in New Zealand. But ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Here comes Lupe Soliai La'auli Ole Maliatoa, Joseph Parker!
.9.
108.9 for Parker.
Just to give you some background on these fighters, most of you will already know. Joseph Parker, number 3 in the world. Former WBO heavyweight world champion, the first Kiwi ever to accomplish that. He's 29 years of age. 27 wins, 21 KOs. Just those 2 losses, and he was the first man to take Anthony Joshua the distance, and that is a loss that he wants to rectify. Obviously, also, he suffered from that controversial loss to Dillian White, who led with the head most of the fight. He's never been knocked out. He's got a superb chin and a great knockout punch, a very, very high knockout percentage of over 70. Junior Fa, number 5 in the world. These guys are only separated by 2 positions in the WBO. This is the highest ranked homegrown heavyweight bout. It's truly a privilege to be here to see these 2 guys from South Auckland representing on the world stage. That's one of the reasons why there's been no smack talk. We don't go with the American model with these boys. Okay? And that is a tribute to Kiwi culture and Polynesian culture. Junior Fa is undefeated at 19-0. 10 KOs. He's 31 years old. This is a huge fight. It's just a massive celebration for us here in New Zealand, and it really is and will be a privilege to call it. Just going to talk now to Junior. Try not to step on the big fella's toes. Junior, obviously a little bit of slip up in the lead up. We had that delay for the fight. How much better do you feel for getting that injury sorted?
A lot better. I feel a lot better. Performed a lot better in this camp as opposed to the last date. But, you know, I'm good to go. The training's done. The talking's done. I'm good to go tomorrow night.
Obviously, you know, Joe has the better resume. And that's been that's why he's considered, I guess, the favourite in this fight. But people don't know that you've been in with Joshua in sparring. You've been in with Joe Joyce in sparring. You fought the likes of Usyk in the amateurs. Tell us a little bit about your amateur experience, particularly in World Series of Boxing, and how closely that will match up and assist you in the professional game.
I think all those fights don't matter, but I do know that tomorrow night will basically be our 5th time stepping into the ring together. I've taken away things that we learned from each other previously, and I'm going to put together a good game plan. Me and my team have put together a great game plan, and we plan to, you know, go out and do the job tomorrow night.
And obviously, you're leading the charge, one of 3 city kickboxing fighters. For you, what's it like preparing as a team as opposed to preparing as an individual?
Big difference. All of us are training there, training for the same goal.
lifting each other up, pushing each other while we're all, cruising towards the same date. So all of us are in tip-top shape, and you'll see tomorrow.
All right, Joe, this has been a camp you have undertaken entirely in New Zealand. How's that been different for you?
Firstly, good to see everyone here. Thank you for being here today. Support the fighters and the undercard fighters. I've had a tremendous camp here in New Zealand. It's new for us. We haven't had a camp here in New Zealand for a long time. So it was great to be able to be here, to see family and friends, be with my family, but also get the work done. And I feel like we've had some great work with Coach Kev, bag work, running, and then I had some great sparring of two guys who came in and gave it a lot. So, I mean, like Junior said, a lot has been said, and now it's just time to get to work tomorrow.
You mentioned your family, and obviously you've got a couple of young daughters now. How does that change how you approach, I guess, not just the fight game, but everything in life?
There's a lot of sacrifices, and it's the same with Junior. We have young kids, and we sacrifice time away from them. So in order to, we're sacrificing this time, we have to make the most of the opportunity that we have. And for me, I'm just driven and motivated to help my kids and their future, and that's the same for other fighters as well.
Now, there's been talk, obviously, that you've got the greater experience there, than that you are the favourite in this fight. Any danger of complacency and looking past to the likes of Chisora, which has been mentioned, to the likes of Anthony Joshua?
Listen, everyone can talk about the other fights that are in the future, but my focus is purely on Junior Fa, who's in front of me. And that's the respect I have for him, because this is the fight, to me, that matters the most. There's no point looking at future fights if I can't get past Junior Fa.
And we spoke about this at the open workouts. How much of a privilege is it for you to be headlining a card with so much Polynesian talent and Kiwi talent in particular, and leading the way and being in a position to be able to do that?
It is a humbling experience. You've got two guys from South Auckland headlining this card that's going to be shown around the world in 180 countries, I believe. And then you have the undercard fighters, a lot of them from South Auckland, all around Auckland, New Zealand. So it's great for us to this platform to show the talent that we have here on this side of the world.
Excellent. All right, boys, now let's face up.
All right, gentlemen, face forward. Face forward, boys. All right, boys, face forward. Face forward now. Here we go. Once again, this is for the WBO Oriental Heavyweight Championship, 12 3-minute rounds, brought to you by Stonewood Homes. Somebody somewhere make some noise!
Alrighty, guys. Well, there you have it. That's the end of the official weigh-in. Obviously, the main event tomorrow night at Spark Arena in Auckland, also live on Spark Sport. Thanks so much for coming to the Stonewood Homes Joseph Parker Junior Fa Heavyweight Extravaganza in association with Headquarters. Thanks again to our hosts, Leo Malloy and Headquarters. And don't forget, tickets are still available at Ticketmaster, $69, or pay-per-view available to purchase at sparksport.co.nz.
All right, the media will be fed now. It is time to feed the media. There's some food out there, and I would like it if the camera...